Measles is a bad actor. It's one of the most serious and most contagious infectious diseases that we know about.
People actually used to think of measles like we think of chickenpox today. It's just something that everyone catches, and you go through it and you get your lifetime immunity. So it's only serious for an extreme minority of cases. 90% of measles cases were so mild, people just stayed home. They knew it was a harmless childhood disease, and they're familiar with it, so they just stayed at home. They didn't even ever tell their doctor. If you consider the entire U.S. population back in the 50s and 60s, the measles fatality rate was only about 1 in 500,000 Americans. But those numbers don't scare people. The last childhood fatality we had was in 2003. But you know what fatalities we have had is we've had fatalities from the actual measles vaccine. If there's a state of emergency, I'd say we need to try to figure out why more people are having fatal reactions to a vaccine than they are from the very disease that the vaccine is trying to prevent. When big medicine and big pharma are trying to get everyone to comply with a medical agenda, you have to have fear. You have to scare people into being compliant. And the reality is, as you just said, if you look at the measles numbers over the last 10 years or so, you'll see measles is not on the rise. It's cyclical. We had a high year about 5 years ago of about 600 cases. Then we've had a few low years. 2 years ago, we had about 300 and some cases. Last year, we were low again. And, this year, we're starting off, kind of relatively average. So measles is definitely not on the rise. They always say measles was eradicated in the year 2000, and now it's coming back. They don't tell you in the year 2000, we had 86 cases.